Hello again, Year 3, and thank you for joining our next maths lesson where we're going to continue some of our learning on money. Last week we looked at recognising different coins, different notes, and we began totaling and finding amounts of different coins or notes. And we're going to build on that learning today to start adding money before we look at subtracting money and giving change later in the week. As a starter, there are some questions for you to look at. How much money is there here? I'll tell you the coins if you can't see them very clearly. So there's a £2 coin, a 50p coin, a £1 coin, a 20p coin, and a 5p coin. What is £1 more than £5.42? What is £2 more than £5.42? And true or false? 19 plus 6 is the same or is equal to 20 plus 5. As always, feel free to pause the video here, have a go at those questions, and we'll come back and look at the answers in a moment. So let's look at those together. How much money is here? It's £2 plus £1, which gives me £3, £3.50, £3.70, £3.75. £1 more than £5.42 is £6.42, and £2 more would be £7.42. True or false, 19 plus 6 is the same as 20 plus 5, or 19 plus 6 is the same as 25, and 20 plus 5 is the same as 25. So that would be true, they are equal. You might not be used to seeing it as something plus something is equal to something plus something. Usually we'd have the answer, but you can show it like that because they are equals. As I said, we're going to look at adding money today. And something we're going to recap on lots and lots this week is how many pence in £1, because that's going to help us with lots of our learning. So can you fill in my speaking frame? There are blank pence in £1. There are blank pence in £1. Well done. If you said there are 100 pence in £1, that is the correct, and that's going to help us with lots of our learning this week. So let's have a look at some questions together where it's going to involve adding money. So Whitney buys some apples, pears and bananas. The apples cost £1.25. The pears cost £1.30, and the bananas cost £1.40. How much does Whitney spend in total? Now let's do this one together. And I'm going to show you how I would do it, making it as simple and easy as possible. So I'm going to ignore all of the pence. I'm going to ignore that bit, that bit, and that bit. And I'm just going to focus on the pounds. So it's £1 plus £1 plus £1. Now in my head, I know that's £3. £1 plus £1 plus £1. Now I'm going to do the pence. So plus, I'm going to start with the biggest one actually, because I usually find that easier. So I'm going to start with 40 pence plus 30 pence plus 25 pence. And what's that equal to? Now I know those pounds are the same as £3, and the pence I haven't yet added, but let me do it now. 40 pence plus 30 pence would be 70, plus 25 extra, that would be 95. So I've got £3 here and 95 pence here, and I can show that as £3 and 95 pence, or £3.95, like that. You could also show it as 395 pence, but these are probably the more common. So to solve the questions today, I'd recommend doing the same, adding the pounds first, then coming back to the pence and adding them afterwards. And that way we break it down into more manageable steps. Let's have a look at another one together. This time, how much does Emir spend? He's bought a panda teddy bear that looks like it costs £3.50, £3.50. And I think it's a rugby ball that costs £2.60. So how are we going to start? What are we going to do first of all? Are we going to add the pounds or add the pence? Let's go for the pounds. So we have £3 plus £2, which I know is equal to £5. I've shown that this time as a separate calculation. 50 pence plus 60 pence. Oh, I know 50 plus 50 is equal to 110. So let me start again. 50 plus 50 is equal to 100. 50 plus 60 is equal to 110. So that is equal to 110 pence. Now that's over £1, because if I go back to this bit at the beginning, there are 100 pence in £1, and that's 110 pence. So that's £1 and 10 pence. So I'm going to put next to that that's the same as £1 and 10 pence. Now I've got to add those two. So I have £5, oh, not dollars, £5, and I'm adding £1, I show like this, and 10 pence. So £5 plus £1 is £6, and plus the extra 10 pence is £6.10, or I can show it as £6 and 10 pence like that. You'd probably usually see it like this one, but it can also be shown like that one, which is why I've shown you in both ways. So again, I started with my pounds, I then moved on to my pence, but because it was greater than £1, I had to do a further step and add those together, treating it as pounds and pence separately again. Let's look at one more example, to hopefully make that a little bit clearer. And if you're feeling confident, maybe you can have a go at this example, jotting it down on pen and paper. Otherwise, let's look at it together. So once again, what am I going to start with? Am I going to start with my pounds? Am I going to start with my pence? Let's go with our pounds. So I can see the bucket and spade costs £2.50p. The little train set costs £1.90p. I'm going to start with £2 plus £1. That is equal to £3. Now I'm going to add my pence. 50 pence plus 90 pence is equal to. Now, if you're not too sure, you can still try and do some column methods. So I'm going to try and do this in the squares over here. Apologies if it's not so neat. It's quite hard to do using the pencil tool here. So that's supposed to be 90 plus 50 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. I can't put 14 in my tens column, so I put the 4 there. I transfer 10 of those tens into one extra hundreds, put it below, but there's nothing to add there. So it's 140. So that is equal to 140 pence. But once again, there's 100 pence in £1, so that's greater than £1. That's the same as £1 and 40 pence. And again, I now need to add £3 plus £1 and 40 pence. £3 plus £1 is £4 plus the 40 pence. It's going to be £4 and 40 pence. Well done if you managed to have a go at that and managed to do it successfully. They are quite tricky, so I think let's look at one more together, and this one's slightly trickier again. So I have a slice of pizza, £2 and 70 pence, and I have, I think it's a milkshake of some sort, for £1 and 99 pence. How could I solve that? What am I going to start with? Once again, if you're feeling confident, have a go at doing it yourself. Otherwise, let's work through it together. Let's start with the pounds. I'm going to move this up slightly so I've got a bit more space. So £2 plus £1. Nice and easy. That is equal to £3. Then 70 pence plus 99 pence. Oh, I'm going to use some of those skills we learned in our morning fluency this week. I'm going to imagine that's the same as 100 pence. And if it was the same as 100 pence, that would be 170 pence. But we know it's not quite the same as 100 pence. It's 1 pence less. So I've got to take away 1 penny from this, which would be 169 pence. 70 plus 99 pence is equal to 169 pence. Again, there's 100 pence in a pound, so that is greater than £1. That's the same as £1 and 69 pence. So my final step, I add £3 plus £1 and 69 pence. £3 plus £1 is equal to £4, and I still have that 69 pence added onto it, which I could also show like that if you'd prefer. So we've had a go at doing some together. I'm going to share with you your challenge. I'm going to stop sharing this screen and I'm going to share a different screen. As always, you can do this on pen and paper if it's easier, or I will upload this PowerPoint to Microsoft Teams with boxes so you can type in your answer. We'll go through one question at a time on here, but if you want to have a go at all the questions and see all the answers, I suggest you pause the video, go onto the learning, go onto the PowerPoint and access the questions, and then you can come back and see the answers afterwards. So the first question, Dora buys 2 birthday cards, £2.20, £2.15. Complete the sentences to show how much Dora spends. It says blank pounds plus blank pounds equals blank pounds. So adding the pounds first, then blank pence plus blank pence equals blank pence, adding the pence afterwards, and then put them together. As always, pause the video here, have a go at that, and I'll show you the answer in just a moment. So let's look at the answer for that one. I need to put the boxes in. Bear with me one moment. There we go. So the first card was £2.20. So there's £2 in there. And the other card was £2.15. So I'm just focusing on the pounds. £2 plus £2 would be £4. So I've added my pounds together. And in this box, it's going to be equal to 4. Next, I have my pence. 20 pence plus 15 pence. Oh, I don't need the pence. Sign in there, it's already next to my box. And that's going to be 20 plus 10 would be 30, plus an extra 5, that would be 35 pence. Now I put them together, and the answer would be £4.35. I put my £4 in there, and 35 pence in there. Well done if you had that one. Let's move on to the next question. Complete these number sentences. £3.12 add £5.12. £3.30 plus £5.30. £3.50 plus £5.50, and £4.50 plus £5.50. As always, pause the video, have a go, come back together in a moment, and we'll go through those answers. So let's look at them together. £3.12 plus £5.12. I'm going to start with £3 plus £5, which is equal to £8. Now I add my pence, 12 plus 12, that is equal to 24. My answer is £8.24. Next one, £3.30 plus £5.30. Again, I'm going to start with my pounds. £3 plus £5, which is equal to £8. Then I add my pence, 30 pence plus 30 pence, that is equal to 60 pence. I put the 60 in that box, and my answer is £8.60. Next one, £3.50 plus £5.50. I wonder if any of you can spot what's a bit trickier about this one. Well done if you have. If not, let's work through it and we'll see it together. So £3 plus £5 is equal to £8. I'm going to do that as usual. Then 50 pence plus 50 pence is equal to 100 pence. Oh, but I know there's 100 pence in £1. So I can't say £8 and 100 pence because 100 pence is another pound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 100 pence and I'm going to turn it into an extra pound. So £3 plus £3.50 plus £5.50 will be equal to £9.00. And with money, we usually put 0 pence like that. I'm going to do the same just there. Oh, we have a similar one on the last question, so hopefully we can work through this one now. £4.50 plus £5.50. Again, let's start with £4 plus £5, which I know is equal to £9. Then 50 pence plus 50 pence again is 100 pence. We've got the same problem here. What's 100 pence equal to? 100 pence is the same as 1 extra pound. So again, I can change all of my pence. So I've got 0 left, and I can make an extra pound. And 1 more than 9 is equal to 10. So that's going to be £10 and 0 pence. Well done if you got those last two. A bit trickier because there's some regrouping with money there. Next question. Let me make it a bit bigger so you can see it more clearly. Brett has £6 and 55 pence. Aisha has £2 and 55 pence. How much do they have all together? Again, I'll start with my pounds, then do my pence. Again, you might have some regrouping with that pence again. As always, pause the video, have a go, and we'll work through it again in a moment. So let's start with our pounds. £6 plus £2. I know that is the same as £8. So I'm popping that in my box. Then 55p plus 55p. If I do 50 plus 50, that's 100. 5 plus 5, that's 10. So 100 plus 10, that's 110 pence. Oh, but that's more than £1. There's 100 pence in £1. So I can take 100 of those pence and make it into an extra pound. And if I take 100 away from here, that's going to just give me with 10. But I need to make sure that I exchange that for an extra pound. So instead of it being £8, it's going to be £9. So my final answer is £9 and 10 pence. Last question. Mo buys a cap for £6.50. He also buys a keyring, and in total he spends £10. Ooh, we don't know how much the keyring costs though. So how much do I have to add to the hat to get to £10? How much do I have to add? Have a think. What do you think would be the answer for that one? As always, pause it, have a go, and we'll come back together in a moment. Now, the way I would solve this one, I'd be putting £6.50 in my head, and I'll be counting up towards £10. So I'm going to start by counting in pounds. I've got £6.50 in here. There's £7.50, £8.50, £9.50. Oh, I can't go any further though, because if I go to £10.50, I've gone too much. So at the moment I've got £9.50, and I've added £3. I can't add any more pounds, so that's going to have to be 3. But I'm at £9.50. How many more pence do I need to get to £10? Now let's recap. There's 100 pence in a pound. I've already got £9.50. How many more do I need to get to the next pound? It'd be another 50 pence. So this is going to be £3.50. £6 plus £3 is £9. 50p plus 50p is 100p. Oh, that makes an extra pound. That works. That would give us £10 in total. If you would like a further challenge, there is a challenge X for you to create and solve your own adding money word problem, maybe a bit similar to some of these. Just before we finish today, I'm going to quickly share your fluency to finish with. So bear with me one moment. And there we go, 50p plus 73p. What's that going to be equal to? A money addition question to finish with. The way I would solve this one, I would do 50p plus 50p, which is equal to 100p. Add another 23p, that's going to be 123 pence. So I could write 123 pence, or I could write it as £1 and 23 pence. It's disappeared slightly. Let me quickly change that so we can see it. There we go. Well done if you got that. Thank you for joining today, Year 3. Hopefully you've managed to solve some of those slightly trickier adding word problems linking to money. And we're going to continue this week with looking at some subtraction and then moving on to providing change, which is a very useful skill to learn. Thanks for joining Year 3. See you next time.